Alright, y'all. Hello, what's up, and welcome back. Time to get back into the truck videos. You know, these are absolutely my favorite. Something super fascinating about these. And this one, I believe, takes place somewhere in Germany. I will have this link down below so you can verify all the info on this. And so you can watch the whole videos. We're only going to be looking at part of it. This is from Stephen Mella. And yeah, we're dealing with some pretty sweet Mercedes units here. I don't know if they're Mercedes Actros or some sort of bigger Mercedes truck. But I believe we're dealing with multiples, and it's an oversized, very heavy load, and we're dealing with some mountain roads as well. And I believe, from what I'm told, these get stuck, and then we have to see how they get out. It should be pretty interesting. You know, I love looking at the oversized load videos because sometimes they have to, you know, navigate some crazy streets. In this case, navigating some mountains. It might not necessarily be totally a room issue, but rather just trying to get it up, you know, grades and stuff is just, of course, very hard and very stressful on the machinery. And I'm sure the crew as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive straight into this. Here we go. Starting right away with that beautiful sound. Listen to those Mercedes diesels. Sound absolutely amazing. Okay, so we can see the trailers back here. We have about what looks to be 1 million axles, not literally, but tons and tons. I mean, this is a extremely heavy-duty operation here. I believe it looks like we have another truck in back, right? But at least 2 up here. I believe these awesome, they're like all blue. I believe this company clearly can see on the door. I believe it would be called in German like Dar Schwertransport or something like that. I probably got that wrong, but I'm trying. Yeah, these are awesome, awesome trucks. And it looks to be, you know, I don't know if it's early morning or if it's in the middle of the night. But that's an added challenge, not to mention that if you look, the ground actually looks pretty greasy, pretty wet. So there's obviously was a recent rainfall. So they kind of got all the challenges stacked against them on this one. All right, they're going to depart. Holy crap. Dude, that's why I love these trucks. Seeing these things, you hear them start to roar, right? Great sound. But how frustrating would it be, and also kind of freaky, they're giving these things the beans. You see the whole chassis start flexing and bending, right? And this load ain't moving. It's getting interesting real quick. All right, now they're backing up. That's crazy. Dude, this is actually crazy. Whoa. This is more eventful than I thought it would be. You can see, you can barely see it. You can see the wheel spinning on this front truck. You could hear it. You could hear the tires. There we go. God, they're working for that.
That's big.
Damn. Wow. Go, go, go. You can hear that noise, right? They're getting some wheel spin. That's freaky, man. Stating obvious, I feel like this would be no issue if it was dry. Right? Obviously, this is a heavy load and it's tough, but I think these trucks would have it. It's because the road is that, it looks to be that I feel like there's different stages of wet roads. I feel like this is the kind of wet road that looks so shiny and glossy and greasy. And I don't know what really causes that, but it's just got this slippery layer over it, right? And it's very hard to get consistent traction on that type of surface. It's crazy, man. They had to back up because they just weren't getting it in the beginning. But now they're hauling now. God, those things are just singing. God, those Mercedes are... They're freaking beautiful though, man. They make some amazing industrial equipment. It's freaking sick. And they are Mercedes Actros. I can see the brands there. What an awesome freaking truck, dude. 2 of them. Maybe a third in the back as well. And I love the livery on these. This brand, I believe it's Dar, right? Or Dar. You know, the classy blue, great lighting setup. Got the red and white hazard. High-vis corners on it. Nice alloy colored wheels. These are beautiful units. Shout out to these drivers and a crew as well. It's absolutely why I love these videos, because it shows trucking ain't as easy as people might think. It's not always A to B. You just cruise on, yawning your way from A to B. No, no, no. There's a lot more logistics and a lot more work goes into it than people probably realize. God, look at how absolutely massive this is. This trailer and whatever they're hauling. I don't even know what it is. Some sort of big-time industrial machine, device, something. These things sound so damn good, too. Wow, wow, wow. And you can kind of, now, keep in mind, I always have to say this, just in case people don't know. Camera always makes things look less dramatic. So when you're dealing with any sort of hill, whether that's, you know, looking at a grade of a street, whether that's looking at a hill, you know, when you're off-roading, whatever the case, cameras always make it look, you know, less extreme than it really was in person. So my point being that this road is going to look more flat than it actually is. And even on camera, you can see way down here, if you look at the back, look at where they're at, and then you bring the cursor over here and you look over there at. This is definitely a grade, a pretty significant grade they were going up, right? And you have this just long, gradual transition into seemingly, I would think, you know, a more flat intersection here. But yeah, that's a lot of work. So if you couldn't really tell at the beginning, right, and because we didn't have a zoomed out view, and because and of course because it was dark, yeah, these things were having to work their ass off to get up that. Rightfully so. Now let's see how they navigate this intersection. So I imagine this might be a... luckily, it looks like it's a big intersection. Oh, look at the golden arches. Worldwide, baby. God. Can't escape McDonald's no matter where you're at. Luckily, this is a big intersection, but still going to be a strategic turn. Because this thing has a big footprint, dude. Big footprint. Yeah, a lot of people filming this, too. This is what I want to catch in real life. I've seen big transports on the open road when I'm in a car, so it's not a great situation to really see it and study it and film it because I'm already driving, right? I want to be able to sit and record this, you know what I mean? I got to catch one of these in person. Yeah, damn, that's bigger than I thought. Wow, this is actually going to be kind of tough, even though it's a pretty big intersection. This is a great video. Damn, he is already maxed out. He is already as far over as he can get to against this barrier. Second truck in line. Wow. Riding right along the curb. Obviously, it's an absolute godsend that these things steer. These axles back here on the trailer. You know, this trailer pivots, swings, steerable axles. If you didn't have that, this ain't happening, right? It's interesting. This, I don't know if this is like a big generator, a big motor. I don't really know what this is. Like I pretend like I do. It's obviously something crazy. It actually says Siemens on it. That's a famous brand, right? Isn't that like a... I obviously have heard of the brand a million times. I don't remember if it's like a... Is that a communications brand or is that like a tech brand? I can't remember. Pretty clean transition with the front half of this trailer. God, look at that shot. Absolutely beautiful. Then you can see the rear, the pusher truck in support in the back. Damn. I think they're going to make it no problem. Bravo, man. Bravo. Wow. That was spectacular. Look at this. I think pretty sharp. Opel wagon or combi. Very German. Very cool. Very on brand for the situation, I feel like. He's getting it the hell out of the way, too. Wow, that is spectacular, man. Great turn. They got it in the first try. Didn't even have to make any really big adjustments at all. Beautiful trucks. Great drivers. Clearly, that company... They've got it locked in. They know what they're doing. There are a couple parts that we skipped, and then, of course, a whole section in the back of that video that we didn't even watch. Make sure to use that link down there and check them out. That was spectacular. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful Mercedes Actros trucks. And these transport videos, the heavy transports, like I always say, they're one of my favorites. Euro truck videos as a whole are just fascinating. The Australian Outback trucks and road trains are fascinating. It's all fun. But man, these European transport videos, when you're dealing with heavy transports and oversized loads, it's very interesting to me because you deal with a lot of challenges with the road network, with you know it could be narrow roads and awkward turns. Going through small villages that you really just can't avoid, so they have to go through and literally dismantle certain parts of intersections and stuff, and they're coming within, you know, what seems to be centimeters of a building or whatever the, you know, hazard might be. And then in this case, you do have a lot of hilly and mountainous terrain throughout different parts of Europe as well. And this was definitely one of the more fascinating ones I've seen recently, because you have these awesome trucks, but they are literally struggling for grip. You're hearing those giant truck tires, you know, roar, trying to spin and get grip so they can get going, right? It's getting started is the hardest part with a load like that. That was great. Can't wait to see the comments on this one. Definitely keep up the great suggestions for this kind of stuff as well. I'm all ears. I appreciate you watching. This is going to be it. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all, stay safe out there. I'll catch you later.